Let us please focus our consciousness, attention, while keeping the Vaheguru Shabad in it, anywhere in the state of the present, wherever it is easier for you to do. May it be at the navel point, at the heart area, on the tip of the nose, in between the eyebrows, or on the forehead. By listening to the utterances of Guru Nanak, Mata Khivi felt the fragrance of Guru Nanak, even though she had not met Maharaj. After listening to those very high and sweet divine utterances, she became intoxicated with those thoughts. Suddenly she felt that her consciousness had been uplifted to a higher level. Sugandhi sahibandi aini mai, Sugandhi sahibandi aini, ne bol sona Ujje mithde asa hosh gavai, ne bol sone ujje mithde asa hosh gavai. Yesterday we talked about what does this mean, Amrita Vela, Sajna Vadhyai Vichar. First of all, it is not Amrita Vele. Amrita Vele, if the word has been Amrita Vele, had it been Amrita Vele, had the word been Amrita Vele, its meaning would have been that every early mornings of every night, by keeping the name of the Divine in your consciousness, think deep about His glorious greatness. Stay with that thought every morning. But the word is not Amrita Vele. The word is Amrita Vela. Amrita Vela. Amrita Vela means that it is dawn time. He's not saying, please, he's saying it is dawn time, Amrita Vela. It is dawn time. It is time for you to wake up. He's not talking about the third or fourth period of night. He's talking about night on us, the darkness on us. Amrita Vela. Please, this must be very clear. It is dawn time. Amrita Vela, such now. It is dawn time keep His name in your consciousness and think deeply about His greatness. Stay with this thought. Vichar means to think deeply and to stay with that thought. Vichar, to think deeply and to stay with that thought. Please, this should be understood. We must be very clear about this. We are not thinking. We'll be surprised to understand that what happens, thoughts are arising in us. Thoughts are arising in us one after the other. A dissimilar train of thoughts keep coming to us. First of all, and that does not mean that we are thinking. The thoughts are coming. The arising of thoughts in us is not the indication that we are thinking. That is the indication that there are desires in us. Asa mansa sharir hai. Maharaj Ji says, within this body, there are the desires and then there are the hopes to have those desires fulfilled. Within the body, the desires arise first in our body and then they are transported to our mind later. I see the sweet shop. Sweet shop. Now, the desire to eat sweet. It's the body, it's the tongue. And now that thought is transported to the consciousness and consciousness takes the body to the sweet shop. So he says that desires do not arise in your consciousness, they arise in your body. And body cannot think. Body cannot think. Thoughts are arising. Dissimilar thoughts. And this does not mean we are thinking. Second thing, that a thought comes and immediately after that thought, its opposite comes. A thought comes and immediately follows that its opposite thought. The thought is, I want to see that person today. Now, immediate thought, no, maybe I should do that thing first and see him tomorrow. You watch your mind. To understand Gurbani, you have to understand, it is to understand the self, that how our body is working, how our mind is working. Immediately its opposite thought would arise, and then you would decide. And in order to decide that, whether I should meet that person today or tomorrow, you need just a little bit of consciousness. Just a little bit, no deep thoughts, just a little bit of consciousness, and you decide. So we live such a shallow life. Please, samjhna, how we are in this line. Maharaj is telling us that how you are asleep. How you are asleep. He says you are not awake. Had you been awake, you would have been thinking, but you never think. Thoughts keep coming to you, and thoughts are dictating your life. And thoughts arise out of desires. So your desires are running your life, not your thinking, and desires arise within the body, not in the consciousness. The more thoughts we don't have one thought, or we have simultaneously many thoughts arise within us, and that makes us mad. When simultaneously watch yourself play, you will see, once we develop that capacity to see our thoughts, that simultaneously thoughts are coming. More thoughts are coming in, are arising in you, less you are thinking, less intelligent you are, less intelligence is available to you, because your consciousness is covered with thoughts. You cannot reach your intelligence. That's what Maharaj is talking about. Bailananji was talking about when he said that Guru Nanak Dev Ji says that your sense of attachment keeps you in darkness and asleep, and you cannot experience the wakeful state of consciousness. Please samjhna. We have been thinking that I'm awake, I went to work, I did this and that. Just scientists tell us that we hardly use 10% of our intelligence just to make those decisions. Should I go there today or tomorrow? Should I turn left or right? You don't need deep thinking. You don't have to be a philosopher. Vichar means, he's using the word vichar. He's not saying soch. No. He's saying vichar. Vichar means stay with this thought only, and it is impossible to stay with one thought. Please understand. He is saying, in order to wake up, the condition is that you stay with one thought of God only. Otherwise, you are going to remain asleep. You will never think. Habits are running your life. And we are living in sleep. It's 1 o'clock, let's eat. A thought arose. Did I have to think about it? Do I have to be a philosopher? Thought arises and you do that. As simple as it is. That's what he is saying. You are asleep and you don't know you are asleep. He is saying that you are thinking that coming of thoughts to you is thinking. It is coming of thoughts to you is the proof that you are asleep. You are seeing some dreams. जी गल कर रहे सन कि महाराज जी कहते इस चीज विच के सुता हुआ आदमी ते जागन दा वेला कि अमृत वेला सच नो वड्याई विचार अमृत वेला तेरे जागन दा वेला ते परमात्मा का नाम अपनी सुर्ती विच रख ते इको ख्याल परमात्मा का विचार, वो विचार उसके बारे डूंगा सोच परमात्मा, उस ख्याल में फड़ के रख. Keep holding that thought as the yogi keep holding the stick in his hand. Stay, keep that thought in your consciousness, just one single thought. And desires arise in us, and those brings thought, and the thought arises, and just the opposite of that thought arises, and whichever is stronger, that thought or its opposite, that decides. Simple it is. I have covered the water. So, leaves of thoughts have covered the water. You cannot reach that stream of water. And he is saying the only way to wake up, it's dawn time, only way to wake up is to remain with one thought of God. Vichar, to stay with one thought through by keeping his name in your consciousness. Otherwise there is no way anybody can wake up. And when we keep his name in our consciousness and stay with that thought, slowly and slowly means with Simran, slowly and slowly we would start feeling God and thoughts would start disappearing. Because consciousness can have either thoughts or can feel. Once it starts feeling, it cannot have thoughts. It cannot have both. It cannot have both. The bodily pleasures or worldly pleasures after which the world is running, they just shut your mind. They just make you unable to think. Your mind is shut and you just feel. But those pleasures are a few seconds as long as you are eating this. No, never thought deeply. Just scant thoughts. We used a very little bit of consciousness to decide which thought to entertain. That's all. Which thought to entertain. Habits are running. Out of habits the thoughts arise. Please understand this. Out of our habits the thoughts arise. Not out of thinking. Out of habits. So you can please think about this tonight more and look closely to our mind, that we are not thinking, we are living, but in sleep. He is saying, in order to wake up, this is the only way, and this is the only time. Human consciousness and human body, by keeping the word in your consciousness and staying with that thought. Amit vela sach no vadiyai vichar. Hanji, कहते नानक तरवर एक फल दोए पंखेरुआ. Please keep feeling. Keep feeling. We have to wake up. नानक तरवर एक. Maharaj says there is one tree. Fal doe pankheruwa. There is one tree and there are two fruits on that tree and there are two birds sitting on that tree. Body is that tree and two fruits are, one is the worldly pleasure and the second is the spiritual bliss, joy, compassion, love. These two fruits and two and two birds. Two birds are whether you are manmukh or gurmukh, whether you are following your mind or you are following the body. So two birds. One bird is the consciousness which follows the mind, other the consciousness which follows the Guru. Nanak tarvar ek, fal doe pankheruwa. Ahe han. There are two birds and two fruits on the tree of power. आवत जात नदी सही ना पर पंखी तारी. He's saying that those two birds, those two types of consciousness, one consciousness which follows one's mind and the second consciousness which follows the hukam of the Guru. Those two birds, they keep coming and going. They fly away from the tree and fly back on the tree, but they don't have any wings and they can't be seen. Both of those consciousness, he said, they don't have any wings, you can't see them. That worldly consciousess will go to a sweet shop, but you can't see them going to a sweet shop. You're sitting at home, but she flies and he goes to the sweet shop or cake shop. Yeah. And the other, you're sitting home and the other consciousness comes to the birds. And you don't see that consciousness flying the birds. He said, they both keep going and coming, but you can't see them. They don't have the wings. Avat jat nadi sahi na par pankhi taare. Avat jat nadi sahi na par pankhi taare. Avat jat nadi sahi na par pankhi taare. बहुरंगी रस पो गया शब्द रहे निर्वाण. दुनियावी सुरती ने बहुत. He says one bird, the worldly consciousness, enjoyed all the worldly pleasures, and the second, Gurmukh consciousness, that consciousness remained united with Lord and remained detached and remained detached. How beautiful it is said, how beautiful. बहुरंगी रस पो गया, बहुरंगी रस पो गया, शब्द रह निर्वाण, बहुरंगी रस पो गया, शब्द रह निर्वाण, बहुरंगी रस पो गया, शब्द रह निर्वाण, हर रस फल राते नानक कर, हर रस फल राते नानका, कर्म सच्चा निशान. He said that the worldly consciousness enjoyed all types of worldly pleasures, but then as the night starts reaching him, as the death starts reaching, he sees himself empty. And he finds out that all those pleasures I enjoyed in dream state. Nothing was in wakeful state, in dream state. I cannot even, by recalling them, I cannot have those pleasures. They were in a dream. And that life got wasted. And the second, हर रस फल राते नानका, and the other, that consciousness is imbued with intoxication of truth, intoxication of God Himself. That consciousness is so blissful, so peaceful, so joyful, so alive, so full of life, so spontaneous, so fresh, so new, so... And the other, dead consciousness. You never thought what you are even saying. You did not even know what you are saying because you are in sleep. So he's saying that these two, one is Manmukh, who is running after the worldly pleasures and wasting life. Because at the end of the life, at the end of the day, you will find you are utterly empty, cranky, no joy, no happiness, no smile. You are dead, you are an old. And the other, the one who stayed with God, is Harasval Ratinak. That consciousness is filled with God, is colored with God, is full of joy, bliss. And that is good. तो फिर कहते तुम्हें उठ जाकर, he says, it's the dawn time. Wake up. किस तरह? मेरे मन तो हर नाम तेरा. How to wake up? He says, ask your mind that recite his name. Ask him. He's not telling, he's saying, ask your mind, keep Divine's name in it. And Dhyaya means Dhyanlona. Become focused in the state of the present, and by keeping his name in your consciousness. Dhyaya means Dhyanlona, to focus. Remain focused in the state of the present where God will appear. मेरे मन तू हर हर नाम ते आए, 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 सदा किरदार है अपना विचों आप गवाए. Become so lovingly, intensely attached to him that you should lose the sense of I-ness. You should lose the sense of your existence. That is the proof that you love him. Because in love means to surrender, where you are no more and only the one whom you love. Only he is. Those five pyaras, Panch pyaras, loved the Guru. The Guru called them my beloved. My beloved. Those five beloved ones loved the Guru, and they lost their own existence. They said, we are not, it's you. Here is the hand. It's yours. I just see you. Vichyo aap goy. This is, we will talk about this. Vichyo aap goy. Until this happens, we cannot have access to that consciousness which Babaji is talking about. जिन्ना चिर अपनी होम में नहीं जानती, उन्ना चिर अपनी आप वो सुत्ती नू हाथ नहीं ला सकते, जेड़ी सुत्ती नू परमात्मा दिसदा. नानक मन मुख बंद है, गुरमुख मुख तकराए. Those who followed their minds, they became prisoners. They became shackled, handcuffed by death. And they are going to be thrown into the cycle of birth and death. And the other one, the Gurmukhs, those who listened to the Guru and stayed with the Divine, those नानक मन मुख बंद है, गुरमुख मुख तकरार. And the Gurmukhs are liberated. How beautiful. One of the birds is going to put into that cycle of birth and death, and the other bird is going to be liberated. The choice is ours. And Har Naam there, he said, focus, remain focused. Sada Perami, always remain focused. This is all about feeling. The path is about feeling Him, not thinking. Because we do not think, the thoughts arise. प्यार कणिया पावे साहिबा खुलन त्यानी अखां Gurmukh. Babaji is saying, wake up and become Gurmukh. Listen to the Guru. Otherwise, the game of life is going to be lost. And such an opportunity, such an opportunity. Then he says, Gurmukh साचे नाए रते बैरागी पायस मोख द्वारा. He said, those who remain with His name, with Him, through His name, with Him, sache nae rate bairagi, they will one day feel the pain of separation from Him. Bairag. They'll feel the pain of separation, and that pain will not let him go back to sleep. And that pain will take him to one point. And he says, unless you feel that pain, the game could go either way. Unless you feel the pain, the game could go either way. He said, don't lose the game of life. Don't gamble with it. Don't gamble. Please keep your consciousness on your eyes. We are begging, we are going to beg Him. Please put some drops of love in my eyes, so that they become capable of beholding your court. Please put some drops of love in my eyes. प्यार कड़िया पावे साहिबा खुलन त्यानी अखां वे साहिबा खुलन त्यानी अखां प्यार कड़िया पावे साहिबा खुलन त्यानी अखां वे साहिबा खुलन त्यानी अखां प्यार कड़िया पावे साहिबा खुलन त्यानी अखां वे साहिबा खुलन त्यानी अखां नाल संजम दे जो पल दिया निर्मल जया अखां. Those eyes grow up if we keep them disciplined. Those eyes which become capable of beholding His court, they grow up if we keep them under control, disciplined, that we do not allow them to see anything which takes our consciousness away from Him. नाल संजम दे जो पल दिया निर्मल जया अखां. We do not, Maharaj ji can be the God has put the light in you, and that light in you, the purpose is to recognize God. Keep them disciplined that you must only look far and look God. You must not look at anything. नाल संजम दे जो पल दिया निर्मल जैया अखां वे साहिबा निर्मल जैया अखां नाल संजम दे जो पल दिया निर्मल जैया अखां वे साहिबा निर्मल जैया अखां. Those tender and loving eyes. नाल संजम दे जो पल दिया निर्मल जैया अखां वे साहिबा निर्मल जैया अखां. नाल संजम दे जो पल दिया निर्मल जैया अखां वे साहिबा निर्मल जैया अखां. नाल संजम दे जो पल दिया निर्मल जैया अखां वे साहिबा निर्मल जैया अखां. नाल संजम दे जो पल दिया निर्मल जैया अखां वे साहिबा निर्मल जैया अखां. नाल संजम दे जो पल दिया निर्मल जैया अखां वे साहिबा निर्मल जैया अखां. गुरमुख मुख ते जो सजन वे ओ बैरागी अखां. This is gubar. He is using the word gubar. It is when just before the storm arrives in India, there's a lot of dust. Not only a lot of people, but a lot of dust too. So, just before the storm arrives, the atmosphere is full of so dense dust and clouds, and you cannot see. You can hardly see 4 or 5 feet away from you, even during the daytime. Because that's Gobar. Maharaji said that the consciousness which is attached to any body or any place or any thought or anything, that consciousness is in that such a dense, dusty darkness, dark atmosphere. And he says, you cannot, there's no possibility of seeing that consciousness which I'm talking about. You cannot reach, you will remain asleep in that tent, in that tent. Gurmukh Gyan Rate Jogantar Chukke Mokubar. He says, Gurmukhs, that dense darkness is lifted away, and all of a sudden they see God. Because that darkness, the darkness which remains in the consciousness, which is attached to something or someone, that darkness is lifted in a second, and you are a new person. new eyes, new understanding, everything. And please give me those eyes which would feel the pain of separation. Give me the eyes which would look good on the face of a Guru. Give me those eyes, those who would look good on the face of a Guru. गुरमुख मुख तेजो सज्जन में ओ बैरागी अखा वे साहिबायो बैरागी अखा गुरमुख मुख तेजो सज्जन में ओ बैरागी अखा विसारे बैरागी अखा गुरमुख मुख तेजो सज्जन में ओ बैरागी अखा विसारे बैरागी अखा गुरमुख मुख तेजो सज्जन में ओ बैरागी अखा विसारे बैरागी अखा गुरमुख मुख तेजो सज्जन में ओ बैरागी अखा विसारे बैरागी अखा गुरमुख मुख तेजो सज्जन में ओ बैरागी अखा विसारे बैरागी अखा बहुत बेसी Thank you so much. But please stay there. Keep feeling him. And keep the word Vaheguru. Or whichever. If you have other words, keep that.